favors between lobbyists and congressional folks, legislators, is what we have today. That is what's costing us our problems, and that is why there is a reluctance on the part of some legislators to sign on to the FairTax bills. It takes power away from them. They have to go home now and talk to their local constituents and ask for their contributions to their re-election campaigns, rather than be assured that they're going to have all this money dumped in their pockets by the lobbyists. Now, what's an ideal tax form? If we just stand way back and look at what would we like a tax system to be like? Would we like it simple? Just easy to understand? Would we like it to be efficient? That is, it doesn't cost us a lot of money to comply with. Today, we spend, according to some, the House budget manager in the U.S. Congress, $700 billion a year. $700 billion. Now, to put that in relationship, you can have a couple of Iraq wars every year and be well within that $700 billion that we're throwing away in just paperwork costs. And at the state level, it's just a pro-ration share of that. So we're wasting billions of dollars right here in Michigan complying with our tax code. Should it be fair? Well, yeah, that seems kind of second nature. In other words, what is fairness? It would be loophole-free. Everyone pays to make it fair. Predictable. That means it doesn't change precipitously, or it can't change retroactively. People can predict what the tax bill will be because they can control by their expenditures what their tax bill will be. And unintrusive. This is a big one with me. Today, we have to tell our governments everything about where we got our money, and this is none of their business. How much we got, where we got it, and it also has another thing. It's actually a form of censorship. When we go and we form a nonprofit corporation for a political purpose, say, or for churches, you can only say certain things in churches, or you lose your exemption for federal tax and state tax. You can only say certain things as a certain kind of a charitable organization. You can't say something political, or they'll snatch your tax-free status again. That is censorship. Under the fair tax, that all goes away. It's so simple. And visibility. We talked about visibility here a minute ago. The taxes should not be hidden from the public. They should be right there where they can see and not be deceived. And productive. A good tax system would reward people that produce and not disincentivize them by taxing when they're contributing to society. When you buy something, you're taking from society, so you should pay a tax. When you're giving to society your work, your investment, your knowledge, that is something that you should not be taxed on. You want more of something, you don't tax it. In fact, the government even gives subsidies when they want more of something. So if they want less of something, such as the sin taxes, they'll tax it. They already know this. So it's simple. This is what we need. The fair tax, by the way, meets all those criteria. It's, as I said, a simple retail sales tax paid only one time by the final consumer of that product. And it is at a low enough tax rate because it is spread to everybody. Everybody pays the same tax rate, but it is a very progressive tax, much more than today's tax system, because today you're paying a lot of taxes that you don't see. These hidden taxes are really a hidden sales tax. Then you pay on top of that a sales tax. And then you pay a flat income tax. In Michigan, we have an extremely flat tax system. The fair tax is made progressive. We all pay the same rate when we go buy something. But because of what's called a prebate, and a prebate rather than a rebate because it comes at the beginning of the month, a payment will be made to every household in the state of Michigan with valid Social Security numbers based on the household size that will untax expenditures up to the poverty level for a household of that size. Let's give you an example. A family of four spending about $28,000 a year will pay no taxes, because that check will offset the taxes that they would spend. The same family of four spending $100,000 a year is going to be paying an effective tax rate of around 6.7%. So that's fair. You spend more money, not only do you get a higher tax effective rate as a percent of what you're buying, but the rate actually increases because of the prebate at the bottom, because everyone gets that same prebate. The rich and the poor and everyone in between. If your household is the same size, we're untaxing the poverty level expenditures for all households. That's fair. And then we tax everyone at the same rate above that level. You can't